beautiful people. Happy Sunday night. Welcome to 321 No Kiddin. It is August something, 16th in my world. And getting ready to go back to work tomorrow. Oh, yay. So we're not going to kick off step 8 yet. I kind of feel like step work is for during the week. I don't know why. I feel like the weekend's just for goofing off, and I've kind of been having random conversations with you. So I thought I would have one more since I did Friday and Saturday as well. So today I was able to catch a GA meeting, and I thought I would share a little about my experience with that. It was really good to be in a meeting. It was the thing about, the whole Zoom and calls and all that is you definitely get a nice diverse group. And, we had people from different countries and, of course, different states and all different levels of abstinence. And I thought that they did a really great job of how they hosted it and the flow of it. So it was really a pleasant experience. I got a little intimidated by the topic because I felt like I was really in the minority after hearing a few shares. And as you know, I'm very, my rule when it comes to recovery is it isn't like my way. I just happen to share my way with you that works best for me, but I also try to share with you different perspectives and learn with you the different things that are out there and, different beliefs, different approaches. So I was definitely feeling like I was in the minority, and I was feeling actually like an outsider for quite a bit of the meeting. And the topic was pride. That was all. That was the topic. And I can't remember. It's probably I should go get my book. But essentially, the way that pride was portrayed in these readings was obviously open for interpretation. It always is. And I heard one person say as much as they don't feel like it's right to ever say they're proud of themselves. And that was the one that really, really just struck a chord with me. They were pretty passionate about that. Even there, especially in the recovery arena. And the thinking is that the higher power is responsible for the higher power in the program. And the rooms are responsible for people's recovery. And I totally can appreciate that perspective. I don't want to say but or however or whatever, but it's coming, right? I hear that and I get that. For me, because my journey has taken me through a whole lot more self-exploration, more than just the steps. I've listened to, I mentioned this a while back, this podcast about the 12 steps, and they're focused more on AA, about how the 12 steps have this negative connotation, and that it's almost like it keeps you down, right? Like if it says that you're powerless over alcohol, then you feel like you need to be dependent on the rooms and the groups almost, versus I think the positive approach of, say, Recovery Elevator, for example. Paul's leadership style has been about positive approach and looking at it as feeling empowered against our addiction and creating a community that is about, moving forward and staying active in positive things and doing meditation and not drudging so much of the negative stuff up. I don't know if that makes sense. But it's a different culture. So this is part of my journey, and it's only my journey that I can speak to. And even with some of the things that happen in that group, I'm like, uh-oh, like that goes against, what I know from the 12 steps maybe, or maybe it's different. And I wonder, is it dangerous or whatever? It's almost like the 12 steps. I felt like today, oh, this is going to sound so horrible because the 12 steps are responsible for me being here. They're a big part of it. You know that I love practicing them with you. I do the work around them. And I felt today almost like the outsider in a cult, almost. I feel horrible saying that, but it's kind of how I felt, that I believe today that I have the right to be proud of myself, and I should be proud of what I've accomplished. I work so hard at my recovery, like legit. I don't need other people to commend me or acknowledge me for it. I need to be proud of it because I figured out that I'm worth my recovery, and that helping people and doing the recovery work the way that I do it is part of who I'm becoming. And I absolutely can be proud of that. I could be proud that I've put countless hours into sitting here with you, talking through whatever we're talking through, showing my freaking inner soul. If it means just helping one person out there, I could be proud of that. I could be proud that technologically savvy me has figured out how to get my message out to you through a microphone and a computer every day. I can be proud of that. I can be proud of working 2 jobs and still pulling off, everything that I pull off. And in true Bobby fashion, when she hears something different like this perspective, then I started feeling guilty about feeling proud. Like, how freaking sick is that? I don't like that feeling, but that's how I felt most of the time sitting there. And don't get me wrong, like, these people were not saying it. It's not like they were talking down to me or anything like that. It was nothing like that. This is just what was going through my head and what I was feeling in this meeting. And there was, I think that, well, I know that there was so much value, and there was definitely the perspective of, being humble versus prideful, and that when we get prideful, we can get into trouble, right? Like, prideful could be ego. Ego is, I know it all, or I'm cured, or I'm Bobby and I know best, and it's closed-minded and all those things. I'm not saying I disagree. I don't think we should, those are attributes that can drag us down and lead us back to the bat. So I'm not advocating for those kind of tendencies. And I guess I'm just struggling lately with how maybe I'm received. And I know better, right? Like, so I don't know where this is coming from, because I know better, and I don't want to say I don't care what people think about me, but I still do on some level. And it's more from, this is my belief, that it's more from a place of wanting to reach as many people as possible and do the right thing for as many people as I can. And I don't know why this weekend this theme has shown up. And I sit here and I tell you, you don't have to be everybody's peach. And I believe that 1,000,000%, but yet I'm kind of having some self-doubt around that. So that's full disclosure. So I felt okay after the meeting. It wasn't like it ruined my day or anything like that. It was just very, very eye-opening to go. And there was a lot of clean time in this room, like a lot of clean time. It was so, that's so impressive. March it'll be 4 years, and that sounds so piddly in the grand scheme of things. So does that mean I can't be proud of that? My 3.5 years, my whatever. And I have to practice what I preach, as always. And I have to talk to myself the way I would talk to a friend or to you. You are my friend anyway. But I would tell you, you absolutely should be proud of your clean time. That's what I would say to you. I would tell you that you've earned it and you worked hard at it. And every day without a bet, every moment without a bet is something to be proud of, because you're trying and you're going forward. And that's what I believe in. So why am I having this doubtful approach when it comes to myself today? I don't know, but that's what I have to do. I have to like go look in the mirror now and be like, Bobby, dude, relax. Like, don't let these voices of doubt sneak in, because they don't belong here. And guys, that right there, that's doing the work. And that's freaking hard sometimes, because it would be a whole lot easier to get my pissy pants on and, let those voices win. And I need to get past those voices. And I need to just know that I'm all right and it'll be all right. And I don't have to be like everybody else. And maybe that's it, right? Maybe I'm feeling a little bit like an outsider in a couple of the things I'm involved in. And maybe it's showing up here. I don't know. I don't know what the heck is going on. And it's like just today, just in these moments. Hopefully it'll be gone tomorrow or later, or when I'm done recording. I don't know how that's going to work out, but hopefully it goes away, because this is not it's not a feeling I want to embrace and hang on to for a long time. So yeah, that's where I'm at, guys. It was interesting. It was good to go back, and I'll continue to go back. I'll keep a pulse on how I feel afterwards. If I feel like I have to do work to get out of a funk or whatever, maybe I go less. If I feel good or empowered or like I learned something, maybe I'll go more. I don't know. I'm really struggling with this, and I don't know. I guess I've kind of just been in a place this weekend. I don't know if it's because I don't feel like I've gotten enough done. I don't know if I feel, I don't know. I'm feeling some sort of way this weekend. And that's why I'm downloading to you guys a lot. And I know I need to reshift my gears. And Mondays are usually good for me for that. I can normally get my game face on and go into it and start the week over. So maybe I'll just let myself feel my shit tonight and pout a little bit. We shall see. All right. Well, thank you as always for listening to me. I do appreciate you letting me, kind of process and vent through this. I will be back in the morning with you. Thanks, beautiful people.